Hello, it's Bader77 here, and I'm bringing an update of my Infernoid deck profile. Decided to modify the deck a little bit and bring it to locals, and I did pretty decent. I got 5th place. Let's see, we're back in the deck profile. It's pretty similar to last one, which I will have a link to in the description below to the video. So a lot of stuff will be explained down there, well, in the other video, but I will be explaining what I took out and what changed. 3 Decatron, same as last time. He's used to send away your monsters to get their effects. Really get out to a lot of cards like Imperial Iron Wall and Vanity's Fiend. One Onunku, same as last time. A lot of the Inferno guys are same ratios, but some are different. So use a clear boards and negate stuff, mainly Pantheism. That's what all is used for. 1 Deviati. One of the key boss monsters deck, pretty much. He can use to banish monsters. He can use to banish Idea or Tin Can or Dante. It's 2 Tondel. Just to get a lot of damage output. Not much else for him. 3 Seismos. It's still, say, one of the best friends in the deck. Really good against Cosmo. Luckily not to face Cosmo today. I have a hard time with the deck now that it's so fast. But yeah, he's good. 3. 2 Petulia. Same numbers last time again. These possible cards go for a rank 8 or level 8 or rank 4 plays. Neither. I cut 1 Harmatic. I cut one so I could put another spell in. I really didn't miss it that much. I'd say it's fine. I'm going to. I did the same thing with Antra. I really didn't miss the extra one, so they're fine. It's 2. 1 per minus. Actually, I have the 2. This is personal preference because I really like the card. It's actually a lot more helpful than you think. If you face a deck like, say, if you face a row deck, they're probably gonna have a lot of aggro, or like Phantom Knights. So that's really good because you can shuffle them back, or shuffle face a monster back into the deck. 2 Raiden. Still the same as last time. Just use Super Mill. And 1 DMAC. It cuts down from 2 to 1. Someone suggested I do this in the comments. Last deck profile, I did it and it actually worked really pretty well. So thanks for the suggestion. That's it for the monsters. Now onto the spell cards. Play 1 Reasoning. 1 Monster Gate. They do pretty much the same thing. I still think Monster Gate's better than Reasoning. Because you contribute 1 monster you control to something in the deck they can't choose. They can't just make it so the monster gets sent to the graveyard, and also that you get to clear out, like say if you have Deviat on the field, and you get a special anything, you contribute that and say get a Decatron, then you can special this thing again, which is really helpful. 2 Charge. Just use Search for Raiden and get to Mill 3. 2 Instant Fusion. You really want to see this card a lot, and at 3, it gets kind of cloudy sometimes, but 2, you see it enough that it's still fine. You can still find it too. 3 Twin Twister. This card is just amazing. It's probably gonna be. I'm guessing it's either gonna be limited or semi-limited next format, but until I definitely play 3 in a lot of decks, just because you really don't care if your friends get discarded. Like you can discard a Deviati or Seismos, and it doesn't really affect that much. Just because you can still special them from graveyard, and unless you have like 1 for 1 in hand or some other things, it doesn't really matter. 2 Void Seer, same as last time again. Just protect your Infernoids. The best use of the card is pretty much just to protect a monster against Stormforth. If you have like a single monster in the field, you can just use it to protect against Stormforth. That's really good. 2 cards to put into the deck. 2 Drag Down to the Grave. This card helped a lot. Really good to see what your opponent has in their hand. A lot of time when you use this, you'll have like 1 card in your hand, so you're going to be like a Void Seer or Inferno monster. So that's actually really helpful just because you get to draw a card and you can see your opponent's hand is, and you don't ever lose anything from this. So that's it. The spell cards, well, actually no, it's not spell cards actually. So I have a few more. Well, that was just for the 1-ofs. 1 Burial, 1 Raigeki, 1 for 1, and 1 Rekindling. Pretty standard in every Inferno deck, honestly. Wouldn't play without these. Okay, now it's actually it for the spell cards. I actually do use a few traps. I use 1 Solemn Warning, 1 Strike, and 1 Cast Grapple. Just because everything is you light your dark seems today. Yeah, Solemn Warning, Solemn Strike, and Cast Grapple. Just use to negate monster summons, pretty much. So can get really good. These are really good as Monarchs, Cosmos, PK Fire. Anything uses lights or darks, really. So that's it for the main deck. The extra deck and side deck. I don't think much is really nothing much has really changed in the extra deck and side deck, but some small stuff has. Same as before: 1 Shambara, 1 Gaia Knight, 1 Black Rose, 1 Omega, 1 Crimson Blader, 1 Scarlet, and I can't remember if Trishula was in the deck before last time or not. Pretty sure it was. Yeah, standard synchros. Definitely the best is definitely Chambara. It's really easy to get out just because if you have an instant fusion, you can synchro. You can get Norden out and then use his effect to get Decatron from the graveyard, and then go straight for Chambara, which is basically a free 4,600 points of damage. Really good for FDKs. Maybe some is Omega or Chambara. Some a lot of time you actually be able to get Trishula out more than you expect. As for the synchro monsters, pretty standard, I'd say. Like just average synchro monsters that you find in a different deck. For the Xyz, I use rank 3s. I use 1 Dante and 1 Levier. Dante's uses a mill more and Levier to get back Radiant if he's something that's banished, but mainly Decatron. For you banish Decatron, you can Levier's like special summon back from the banish zone, and then have another Infernoid. Then you have basically 2 more Infernoids for use, plus anything that you detach if it's an Inferno. Well, plus any, yeah. Because you have to detach Inferno because there are no non-Infernoids level 3, because I don't use Card Trooper. Rank 4s, I use Abyss Dweller, Castell, and Gemnet Pearl. Use just to negate stuff in graveyard, shelf back stuff, and just rank 4 beat stick that's normal, so it's unaffected for the level cap. I actually replaced Flare Metal Dragon with a Big Eye. I just got a secret rare recently of it. Pretty nice doing that. I just replaced Flare Metal because I didn't really see much use for Flare Metal. I mean, I bring him out, he's normally gets destroyed or removed from the field. So he's not much help. Plus, he normally does like 1,500 points of damage once. So I replaced him with Big Eye. And still number 38, and he's just used to Xyz with Gmok or Decatron or Tandle, any of those guys. And finally, 1 Norden. You could also put in something like 1,000 Eyes if you want, or Panzer Dragon. What you could actually do is put Panzer Dragon in, put like a Volcasaurus in your extra deck. So, touch some Panzer Dragon, some Decatron, send Petulea, 2 level 5 monsters, then you go like Volcasaurus and deal some damage per game. I mean, that wouldn't really be useful very often, but it'd be kind of funny just to be able to pull that off. That's the deck check. Onto the side deck. 2 Chaos Hunter, 1 Vanities, and 1 Majesties, same as last time, pretty much. Basically just used to get Chaos Hunters used for Cosmo pretty much, Vanities and Majesties for like Burning Abyss or anything else that really special summons or use monster effects a lot. Don't use them too much though. 2 Dark Hole. I just put this thing in today. I actually ended up siding in because I ended up facing Destiny Hero, and they can make some really powerful boards, and I really want to always have something to clear up their monsters. Luckily, I did every single game, so that was nice. Definitely, this is a really good card. The Tomb's Taking a Rest, just for anything that searches a lot, like Monarchs. You don't want to side it into Monarchs too much, against Monarchs as much, but you can if you need to. 2 Spell Shattering. Just basically used for pendulums if you so run into those every once in a while. 2 System Down, just use it for Cosmo specifically. And maybe Despots too. 2 Anti-Spell. And this is pretty much all the same. Yeah, Anti-Spell's pretty self-explanatory, just a really good card against a lot of decks. Then 1 Chaos Grapple, this is just used, just put another one in for, since I get one in the main deck. I took one out from the side deck and put one into the main deck. And that's it for deck profile. Let me talk about a tournament today. First round, I ended up facing Blackwings. Well, first of all, let me say every game today went to game 3, and there was 4 rounds. It's kind of interesting. So, first round, I faced Blackwings. First game, I believe I won. Yeah, first game I won. Second game, he won. And third game, we both kind of had weird hands, but I ended up managed to win at the end. Second round, I ended up facing Destiny Hero. Destiny Hero is kind of a hard match for Infernoids, but then again, Infernoids is kind of a hard match to Destiny Hero. They kind of have, like, if they can get a Dark Law on the first time, we don't have an, and Infernoids have an out for it, it's kind of hard for us to get around it. But it's pretty easy to get it out for it, just because all you really need to do is 3 Infernos in hand, or even 2, just one has to be a Harmatic, or Antra, or Sightmouse, or any of the ones that can destroy or remove. I ended up winning that. Third round, I ended up facing Monarchs, ended up losing, but third round, I ended up having a horrible hand. Just really bad. The only thing I could do was just special summon a Nunku and then attack and pass. Yeah, and that was on my second turn. So yeah, I was really hurting then. I just did not get at all decent hand. And fourth round, I ended up going against Necroz. I ended up winning that match as well. And third game is kind of funny. I ended up getting a pretty good board. Got Tondal, Omega, and a set Interspell. And next turn, as soon as he saw that I had Interspell, he just scooped. My luck was it was top 4. Sadly, since it was top 4 and there was 14 people there, there would be 4 X1s and 1 XO, and of course I was the 1 X1 that didn't make top 8, well, top 4. But I mean, things get bad luck like that. But still had fun dueling today. So that's my friend profile update. Please like, comment, subscribe. Like I said, I'll have the link to the previous deck profile for Infernoids in the description below. A lot more stuff's covered there about some of the cards. I'm continue working on this deck for a while. I really hope that they release some more support. I don't really see that ever happening. I feel like it's going to be just one of the decks that they forget about. Probably never be brought back. But I'm still going to keep playing it until I find something better to play. Might try Morphages. If you want to see a Morphage deck profile, comment down below about that. So, Stranger77, see you next time. Bye.